All right, guys, it's me again. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I live in the middle of nowhere, Tennessee, in a very small town, population less than I think like 12,000 something. It's a small little town, but I love it here. And I don't see a lot of Southern folk doing a lot of videos. Maybe I just I don't run into them. I've actually found a couple in the last few days by doing what I've been currently doing, which is scouring the internet for these. Like a lot of these people are doing these TikTok videos and stuff. They are flipping hilarious. Okay. And when I say to you that this trial has brought everyone, it's made everyone put down their war cards. Okay, nobody's asking what side aisle you sit on, what your politics are, who you voted for. No, nobody gives a shit, what you identify as, or nobody gives a damn what color you are. Nobody cares. Okay, everybody's so sick of everybody else, like the people in positions of power trying to divide us all. I think we're exhausted from it. And we're like, listen, I might not agree with you on a lot of damn things, but I don't think that means you're a piece of crap. Okay. So it's been refreshing. Let's just say the least. To say the least, I mean. So anyway, I'm going to spend the next several minutes because I've gone through and I'm going to try and put all these in a video for you guys. And trust me, it took me 3 days to like try and find some of the best ones, find one that made me laugh. And you might even see a couple of them in here a couple of times because some of them were compilations. And with that, we're gonna get to it. If you like what you see, please like this video and subscribe. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know if I'm in a damn well somewhere with the YouTube folks. But like every time I think I'm gonna get to I'm like, okay, get to 1,000, get to 1,000. Then I can start doing live feeds, get to 1,000. Now I get up like, oh look, I've got like 3 more. Then I'll slip 2, and like I can't get to 1,000 subs to save my flipping life. All right, I don't know what I gotta do. I don't know whose baby I gotta rock to sleep. I don't know whose fucking kitten I gotta cat sit for. Whatever. What the hell's going on? All right. So share this if you like it, for the love of God, because if not, I'm going to be sitting down in a holler, echoing my voice to my damn self in a couple weeks. All right, so let's get to it. I'm going to show you this. They're hilarious. Some of these are hilarious.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you, Your Honor. Will you please state your name? Yes, it's Amber Laura Hurd. And what is your address? I live in Yucca Valley.
Okay, I got it back.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You know what he's doing? He's acting like, how Amber Heard did. She constantly looked at the jury, like he's doing. Oh my God, crack that.
Will you please state your name? Yes, it's Amber Laura Hurd. And what is your address? I live in Yucca Valley, California. And how old are you, Amber? I am 36. I just celebrated. Okay. And do you have a daughter? I do. She also celebrated her birthday recently. She's 1. Okay. And what is your profession?
My dog stepped on a bee.
My dad has to pee.
I ran out of coffee and had to make myself some tea.
My bank charged me a lot of fees.
My dolphin got lost at sea.
I wish takeaway was free.
My mom's stuck in a tree.
My cat ran up the tree.
There's a bird in a tree.
My cat drank my tea.
My student loans aren't free.
My daughter's 3.
I spilled my cup of tea.
My squirrel got bit by a flea.
I twisted my knee.
I took a shit on the sheets.
When I close my eyes, I can't see.
I can't find Lee.
My child spilled my tea.
He then got a flea.
I just planted a tree.
Her dog stepped on me.
She's gonna lose this case. OMG.
I was walking out of the the bedroom.
Like when I say to you, I hope that you just looked that couple minutes at all the different types of people that have come out of the woodwork to get involved in this trial. Again, it's refreshing for me. I don't know how you guys feel, but it is refreshing to see all these people, young, old, doesn't matter what I don't know, your policies or whatever, because everything's been so divided by like politics and stuff. And it's just exhausting. It's exhausted me. And so I don't know, it's been refreshing. So now I'm gonna move on to this one.
I was walking out of the bedroom, slapped me across the face. I turned to look at him. And I said, Johnny, you hit me. Johnny. What?
And they're making fun of her because how she told that story was he smacked her in the face and then she had to turn and look at it. So everybody's like, wait a minute, you had to turn and look, he smacked you in the face and your back beat to him. I mean,
I was walking out of the bedroom, slapped me across the face. I turned to look at him. And I said, Johnny, you hit me. Johnny. Why is our carpet so dirty? I can't with this dirty carpet. It's so dirty. This carpet. Where's the maid?
I'm going to tell you right now, there's a lot of people that say that she posed for a photo in one of these. And listen, I think there could be some truth to that. Now, people see that flash and think that, oh, look, there's a flash of the camera. But if you'll look at the actual video, it's actually on that screen in front of her because it does it in front of Johnny's face as well. That flash that happens. So it's like you're changing something on the screen. But you can't deny that she looks up like out into the pool and people out there, and, sitting behind the attorneys and then kind of holds that for really long. But I see something differently. And I've seen a few people talk about it. See if you notice her knows it really well. I think it's right before this, but she like looks down at this Kleenex, like she fidgets with it for a second, and then you'll see her finger go into the Kleenex and she shove it up her nose, and she doesn't blow her nose because trust me, we can hear everything in the microphones, all that crap. Okay, so she doesn't blow it. It's like she holds it, and then after she pulls it down, then she wipes her nose with her hand and then starts sucking in air. Okay, I don't know what was in that Kleenex, but none of that what I just said to you is normal when you're trying to blow your nose that's full of snot. If you've been crying, you don't just shove it up in your nose and then wipe your nose with your hand. Watch. How she takes her finger and presses it on the side of this one nasal cavity after she rams her finger up in her hole. Look, I know y'all seen this, but it's so crazy. I'm gonna slow it down. Yeah, it's gonna take a minute to play, but it's so weird what she does here. Something's off with this. And it's like this, they've gone up to like do a sidebar. Attorneys have gone up to the front and see, it's like she's holding it here. And then what? She twists it, and then this finger goes over to push in the nose. And then she wipes her nose. I thought the Kleenex that she stuck up to her face was to wipe her nose. Or anybody follow me? See how her finger right there goes in her nose? I wish they'd have caught this. Maybe another one of these videos will show it. What? Twist her finger, holds it down, and then takes this finger and holds it to the side of her nasal cavity to keep this finger in there. Like, what's in that damn handkerchief? And then wipes her nose. And then she, I'm telling you, something's weird about that. Something's weird about that.
It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
See how she's snorting, and as she's wiping around, she's looking around like, anybody just see me do that? Okay, nobody's looking at me weird. All right.
May we approach you?
Make sure I get that in there good. Something weird. This chick is so narcissistic. I could see her doing something like that. Think she's getting away with it.
I didn't realize at the time, but I think he was using cocaine because it was like there was a jar of cocaine out on the table. I realize it sounds weird, but it was like an actual vintage jar.
Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
Okay, that to me was one of the funniest ones I've seen. Was that what she says a jar, and that they use that Pirates to Caribbean. Freaking hilarious.
Scrambled eggs, bacon.
How am I way back? Sorry, I can't hear you.
Aquaman.
Aww.
Some of the people that record these, their laugh cracks me up. I mean, that's one of those deep belly, like, you ain't faking that laugh, okay?
I don't listen to Taylor Swift. I don't absorb any of her media. I have no idea what happened between her and Jake Gyllenhaal.
But if I ever see that cheeky motherfucker.
And I was walking out of the bedroom, slapped me across the face. I turned to look at him. And I said, Johnny, you hit me.
Some of these people are hilarious. That's how they do the frowny face. Got to take down the frown. Make sure you go in there. Oh my God. These people.
What? This place is crazy.
Man, I know this may be a bad time right now, but you owe me $32,000 in legal fees.
Something takes a
Oh, this is her reacting to him, and I'm gonna play this again because I mean, people's reaction to some of this, man.
Thank you, Your Honor. Will you please state your name? Yes, it's Amber Laura Heard. And what is your address? I live in Yucca Valley, California. And how old are you, Amber? I am 36. I just celebrated. Okay. And do you have a daughter? I do. She also celebrated her birthday recently. She's 1. Okay. And what is your profession?
And you fucking promised you wouldn't hurt me, and you lied. And I thought you wouldn't do that. And I thought someone genuinely cared about me, and I was wrong.
And what's encouraging is to see all these women, personally, as a woman speaking, that have come out and acknowledge the fact that women can, I mean, do exactly what this girl's doing, which is like, oh, I'm so upset, and never shed a tear. Like, it is encouraging to watch all the women that are coming out calling bullshit on this.
It was beautiful. It was just
scripted.
Objection. You know, there'd be this big SUV
Bullshit.
pull up. Did it do for your
Waiting for the
birthday?
script to end.
The talking became less.
Hearsay, relevant.
You know,
Aquaman.
Something's in my ass.
And I was like, in fact, you are the one who is an asshole.
Wait, you don't have your car right now.
No. I was, lying.
And that psychologist that Johnny picked, her husband's so into me, she told him I was gonna be there, and he brought me muffins. She told her husband she's not supposed to do that. Well, I mean, she said that we could thank him for them. So, I mean, he's so into me, I feel so bad for her. This is it. This is how we're gonna win this case. She has no idea.
As you see in the evidence A, Voltaren in the drawer of Mr. Depp's bedside table. Now, why would somebody need this
anti-inflammatory drug. One might say, well, because of his aging joints, but I say no. I say this was an act of recreational drug use. Put that in evidence, eh?
Oh my God. I showed one of hers. She did a whole story. It was hilarious. Okay, so again, I apologize. The audio is everywhere because I'm having to turn it up to hear it when they're usually playing like trial stuff. And then I'm having to turn it down the other time. So if it's everywhere, there's nothing I can do about it because these are all little clips and the audio, I'm trying, guys.
I didn't realize at the time, but I think he was using cocaine because it was like there was a jar of cocaine.
Got it!
And I'm telling you, that has got to be my favorite thus far. Is whenever she says that and he holds up from the parts. Got it. I mean, that's the meme culture, okay, the Chan culture that has ran with this. They are the best PR team that Johnny Depp could have ever asked for, and everybody's doing this for free. Okay, if you don't know, Amber Heard fired her PR team, hired another one. This dude's been sitting in court for the last few days. There's some weird stuff that's going on there where actually one of the attorneys slipped him a piece of paper in court at the end of the day. She left him a pad of paper. There's some weird stuff going on there. But if you wonder why those hit pieces came out, to be like, oh, Amber testified first time, don't let it fool you. That's where that came from.
And then he walked out of the bedroom. I walked out of the bedroom and he slapped me in my face with my back turned towards him. And he said, Johnny, yes, Papa, eating sugar. No, wait, what was it again? No, that's not the right one. I said, Johnny, you hit me. You hit me.
And this was a good one because people are also picking up really hard on the fact that her attorney, we call her the cat lady at this point, is having to basically remind Amber Heard on the stand. It feels like, right, having to remind her of open, like they've practiced this testimony so many times. It's like she's like, oh yeah, what was on the tablecloth? Oh, that's right. I almost forgot to tell you that part. Like, it's so obvious.
In the face. My back was towards you, but you hit me in the face.
And he said, I don't think now's a good time to go. And I thought, it's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he...
And can I just say shout out to the people that have took the time to draw these cartoons? This takes time. And I mean, shout out to whoever is that they get by any chance. Please share this to as many people as you can and give these people some love that are doing this. This took some time.
It's the perfect time. She's not going to be home for 2 days. And then he showed me a photograph.
What was the photograph of, Mr. Depp?
Uh-oh.
It was a photograph of the bed, our bed. And on my side of the bed, was human fecal matter. So I understood why it wasn't a good time to go down there.
Yeah. Oh man, some of these are so great.
The whole trial summed up in one sentence.
Well, I was, you know, these kids.
I lose my balance. At this point, we're sitting next to each other on the edge of the couch, or I was on the edge of the couch. I was just sitting there on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet, wondering how I wound up on this carpet and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy before, and I just didn't know what else to do. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know how to react. I just sat.
Oh my God, these are great.
Said that he made a mistake.
with me, and then he didn't want it that when we touched back down.
It was just a kind of a surreal experience, and it just went away. That just got fixed. We walked out of the trailer at some point. My dog stepped on a bee. We went to the vet.
And I don't know if I'm sure you guys noticed, but look at all the bobby pins she has in her hair, because that day it were her hair like that, and like she was like 50 of these suckers in there. Look.
We went to the vet.
Oh, maybe like 12, but
I was just sitting there on this carpet, looking at the dirty carpet, wondering how I wound up on this carpet and why I never noticed that the carpet was so filthy before, and I just didn't know what else to do. My dog stepped on a bee.
Objection, relevance.
Are you familiar with Amica cream?
She's hilarious.
What is it?
Amica?
Amica?
Yes.
No.
Okay. Well, when you say no makeup, you don't know she was not wearing makeup, correct?
For a fact?
Correct.
No.
And you don't know whether she had applied Amica cream, correct?
No.
And
I didn't even know what Amica cream is.
Do you know whether she had applied any Amica cream that morning to her face?
No.
And do you know whether Amber had any Amica cream on that day?
No, I don't.
And again, do you know whether she was wearing any Amica cream?
Sir, if you could just answer
I'm
this
sorry.
question.
I'm totally sorry. I'm
Thank
sorry.
you, sir.
That, no.
Oh my God, so funny.
My dog stepped on a bee.
My dad has to pee.
Buy one, get one free.
Oh my God, people did such a good job with I'm telling you, everybody.
And what is your profession?
I am an actor, mostly.
Okay. Now, why are you here?
I am here because my ex-husband is suing me for an op-ed I wrote.
And how do you feel about that?
I struggle to have the words. I struggle to find the words to describe how.
Like this woman did an amazing job at like literally reading. She did
painful this is. This is horrible for me to sit here for weeks and relive everything. Hear people that I knew, some well, some not.
But you don't know if it was
Now, this is interesting. See, I can already tell you I'm going to crank the volume up on this one. So God help us if it blares. But watch this is where he talks about bots. Oh, Lord help us there. And then he says, like, even be my cat or something. And Johnny Depp looks at him, and this attorney catches Johnny Depp looking at him, and he can't help but smile. Like he knows how ridiculous he sounds. By the way, see this dude right here? Looks like I don't know, looks like a uptight. It's the best way I can look at him with his collar name. This dude right here, that's the new PR guy.
You don't know if it's humans, bots, my cat doing the searches, correct?
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor. Sustained. Next question.
Now,
like I will show you that again. Like he grins because he says he's asking about the searches, because this is the expert witness talking about how that op-ed and stuff impacted his, the negativity, this Google search and stuff like that. And that's why he's saying you don't know who was doing it, blah, blah, blah. And then my cat, and then you can't see, but Johnny Depp does look up at him like, what the hell?
cat doing the searches, correct?
Again, the people see right here, the cat doing search. He's right here. He's going to turn her head to look up at him. It's people's reaction, the laughing. This woman's laugh, cracks me up.
Objection asked and answered, Your Honor. Sustained. Next question.
Now,
Love that lady's laugh.
July 12th, 2017. Why are
Objection! Objection! I have a message for Amber Heard. Amber, I just would like to. Oh! I thought you were gonna punch me. Now, I'm only joking, but why did you sleep with Elon Musk? Cloud chaser!
Why did you sleep with Elon Musk? It's a clout chaser.
With Elon Musk. Cloud chaser!
Amber was never abusive.
How do you know?
Because
you are a feminist. Johnny Depp has made over 90 movies. And you, fucking Aquaman.
All right, your next witness.
What would like to call Laura Amber Heard to the stand?
All right.
Amber Laura.
Yeah, that's her attorney who is, again, making, look at this dude laughing almost. She says her name wrong.
Call Laura Amber Heard to the stand.
Called Laura Amber Heard. Her name is Amber Laura Heard.
All right.
Which, by the way, my first name is Laura. That's how you say Laura, by the way, is Laura. It's not Laura or Laurie. It's Laura. It's actually Laura. Laura. Laura.
All right, your next witness.
What would like to call Laura Amber Heard to the stand?
All right.
Amber Laura.
It says her name wrong.
I was walking out of the bedroom, slapped me across the face. I turned to look at him. And I said, Johnny, you hit me. You just hit me.
It's everybody's doing this. You can, like, it doesn't make any sense. And that's what happens when you lie. When you're lying about stuff, I've got a couple other pulled body language experts. I think 3 I have pulled in total. I'm do a lot of different research for a lot of different videos. It does take a lot of work to kind of weed through stuff and pick stuff out, and and everybody's covering this case. And I don't just want to keep regurgitating stuff for y'all. I think this was important just because they're scattered. There's so many of these videos are scattered everywhere.
Why the fuck did I hire you? Why did you hire me? Why did you shit on his bed?
And then
Listen, it's everybody can relate to this.
And then on the carpet, it was so filthy. And I looked at him and his eyes were black. And I wanted to penetrate. Through those black eyes. Sorry, just 1 second. Second.
That's funny.
And then he said, "Hurry the fuck up with this testimony." Probably Johnny.
Ew, this is so cringe. Guilty.
Oh my God. Okay, now we're having to get in the TikTok of where this takes a while now. I'm not gonna lie, trying to comb through TikTok and find these videos. And so if any of you have any that you have found, please link them down below, or follow me go to my Twitter. It's Southern Take 00. I have the same little symbol on my Twitter as I do like my YouTube. And so please, if you see any, don't be scared to like tag me in it or like put it down below in the comment section of these videos. I look at my comment section because it took days to do this. Okay, so this one was hilarious. Flipping, okay, hilarious. Watch what it says at the top. How I'm running if I ever get in a foot chase with Amber Heard. Okay. I'm trying to boost this up a little bit for you. It's playing the Pirates theme song, which is even funnier, makes it even funnier. Yeah, and if you've watched the Pirates movies, you know exactly why she's running this way. It's how Jack Sparrow runs, Johnny Depp runs. Oh my God, man. Some people have done such hilarious stuff with this. Some more.
Stepped on a bee.
Amber's telling lies about me?
And I got up in my car. I walked to the car. I didn't say anything. I made a point to not say, oh, it's okay or anything like that. I just didn't say anything. I got up, I went to the car, I sat in my car, and I felt like I sat there forever. I didn't want to turn the key. I just leaned my head up against the window. And I remember just seeing my breath on the windshield, you know, on the.
See, and it's like the little details of like how she remembers. Think about, she remembers the color of her nightgown, the color of the lace. She remembers. She'll start remembering all these little weird details about like. I mean, you've heard her testimony. Like it's so unbelievable because she'll remember all these minute details, but when it comes to like, feels like, you know, she's not telling the truth. Like she's like, oh, I mean the window, I mean the windshield, I mean, you know, it's, and this people are picking up on this and doing videos to highlight how it makes no sense.
I got up, I went to the car, I sat in my car, and I felt like I sat there forever. I didn't want to turn the key. I just leaned my head up against the window, and I remember just seeing my breath on the windshield, you know, on the glass of the window of the door, just seeing my breath and trying to will myself to have the strength to know what I should do in this moment, because I was heartbroken. And I sat there for a long time, and I eventually turned the key and drove home.
Do you know my client?
I don't know.
Isn't it true that your relationship with my client is entirely platonic?
I don't remember.
Would I be accurate if I described your relationship as totally professional?
I don't know how.
It's not your relationship with my client, boy! Bad baby. Did you ever not make lie? Did you?
It wasn't him. It was Black.
Liar!
He's badgering the witness.
It's his witness.
I've never been so scared in my life.
I didn't realize at the time, but I think he was using cocaine because it was like there was a jar.
Listen again, they have ran with this jar one.
Look what I got. I got a jar of dirt. I got a jar of dirt. And guess what's inside it?
Now, you know that Ms. Heard was...
Excuse me. I
I'm
didn't
sorry?
hear the beginning of what you started saying.
I said, let's,
Again, this Petty Parrot that has made these cartoons, shout out to them. This took some time to do.
start with the makeup.
Okay.
Okay. Are you familiar with Amica cream?
What is it?
Amica?
Amica?
Yes.
No.
Okay. And you don't know whether she had applied Amica cream, correct?
No.
And
I didn't even know what Amica cream is.
Do you know whether she had applied any Amica cream that morning to her face?
No.
In any of those 3.5
When?
years, do you know whether Amber had any Amica cream on that day?
No.
Do you know whether she was wearing any Amica cream?
Sir, if you could just answer
I'm
the
sorry.
question.
I'm totally sorry. I'm
Thank you,
sorry.
sir.
That, no.
I noticed he was drinking Beck's and tea, but like lots of tea, like lots of tea. And I didn't foolishly think anything of it. I just, thought the man really, seriously, I missed it before, but really, really loves tea. He took a handful of pills, and I didn't count how many, but when I came back downstairs, I did the math on the amount that was left, and I think it was either 8 or 10, I can't recall as I sit here now, either 8 or 10 pills of MDMA.
That he had taken or that were left?
I remember we had a conversation about the...
Now think about, she simply asked her a question. First, it was like, now it's like, she's trying to testify that so there was only a few left. So she's like, so is that how many was left, or is that how many he took? And she's like, I remember remember this, the chick that remembered like all the places she supposedly found it wrapped up meat in a nightgown, but she can't remember this.
Left or 10, and I think it was either 8 or 10, I can't recall as I sit here now, either 8 or 10 pills of MDMA.
That he had taken or that were left?
I remember we had a conversation about the amount that he took. So I remember saying, you
Objection,
took
hearsay.
Okay, I'll sustain the objection.
there were only a few left in the bag, so I think it was what he took. And I said, Johnny,
objection, hearsay.
He confirmed that he took that amount and that he could take that amount.
And what amount?
At this point, there were 10. He had taken 10, 8 or 10. I can't recall.
And when first, then it was 8 or 10. Then she can't remember if it was 8 or 10 that was left in the bag or the bottle. Then now she's, how many has he taken? 10. Well, it might have been 8. Like it's so all over the place.
I remember he came into the trailer and looked.
Now this one's really good too, because you've seen a lot of people talking about how she's used portions out of movies. There's so many of these. I might just do a video of that, or just in itself, about how she's basically taken the lines out of different movies.
Around and
I want you to hear this.
I remember he came into the trailer and looked around and was like, whoa, what happened here? Whoa.
Well, what happened here?
He was drinking a lot of tea. Like a lot of tea. Okay.
Drink tea. There's lots of tea.
Johnny grabbed her wrist and kind of twisted it and pulled her into him and said, do you know how many pounds of pressure it takes to break a human wrist? Huh?
Just apply a couple pounds of pressure. Snap your wrist.
Welcome to our home. You know, I'm
This one is hilarious. If you've not seen this yet, you are flipping welcome. Yeah, this one is great.
Welcome to our home. You know, Amber, give us a smile, dear. Perfect. Follow me. So as I mentioned, this table is Italian, and Amber, no, stop, no, Amber, no, not on the couch. I'm sorry, everyone. She's learning. So now about to take you where the magic happens. I spent $30,000 on these sheets imported from Egypt. Probably the best sheets I could. Amber, what are you do? No, come on. We talked about this. Stop.
Raise her with a water bottle.
She just needs a little bit of TLC. Come on, to the bathroom, dear. All right. Like I said about these sheets, makes you feel all nice and warm. Take a little Johnny snooze. Stop. Amber, no poo-poos in the bed. And now for the coup de grace, the Moroccan tiled bathroom. Yes. Amber. Oh my God. All right, she's learning.
Back the whole time she keeps her face in that frown. Oh my God.
Amber. Oh my God. All right, she's learning. I'm sorry about that. I think it's time for you to go. Yeah.
Oh my God. That was so funny. Yeah, I'm gonna add this one to it because watch what he says. I didn't notice this until I saw this TikTok. They've got their expert on the stand, their forensic psychologist, which there's been some weird stuff coming about her. You know, she always referenced the victims as women and perpetrators as men. Dr. Hughes woman, the woman, there's a lot of stuff about how her testimony was they try to throw it out of other cases that she testified in or gave her expert, opinion on, because she was kind of so biased. But anyway, so watch what happens here. Watch what he mouths.
Comes into my office with 2 bruises and alleges being pushed, shoved, and kicked by her partner. I'm going to be very concerned, and I'm going to mobilize a lot more resources to help that individual. And for some reason, that did not happen for Ms. Heard.
What are your overall clinical impressions from reading these notes from Amber Heard's treatment provider?
He says the bruises on her eye, those bruises on her eye were from Botox. Watch his mouth. That is what you can see it. Those bruises on her eye, they're Botox. Watch his mouth.
From reading these notes
Botox
from
right
Amber Heard's treatment
Botox.
provider.
You can see it.
What are your
Bruises on her
overall
eye.
clinical impressions from reading these notes
Botox.
from Amber Heard's treatment providers and their couples?
It was interesting to me. Okay, and this is somebody else that did a TikTok that talked about this, that I just, again, if you watch it and how she manipulates that Kleenex and how she, again, takes her finger to shove it up in her nose, takes her other hand to push that nasal cavity against that finger and that Kleenex. And then after she uses the Kleenex, she wipes her nose with her hand. Think about common sense here. When your nose is running and you grab the Kleenex, what do? You blow your damn nose. Maybe if you're trying to act all highfalutin, you just, if you stick it up in there, you wiping the snot out. You don't then take your hand to wipe it off. You use the damn Kleenex in your hand. What?
It doesn't. It's still hearsay, Your Honor.
And then look how much she sniffles after she does this. And remember, she's now taken that hand. And see how she has that hand? She sticks that finger up in there and she's looking straight over at the jury when she does this. Like, is anybody looking at me? Look, see?
It's still hearsay, Your
And
Honor.
then what's her nose? She looks around like, anybody
May we
anybody
approach
see
you?
anybody see me do this?
A few minutes later.
That's why we had gone back to LA. We went to Benihana's.
Fused. Is there a question?
She's caught and then she goes,
the picture or on the picture?
So if you're looking at this picture, imagine up and to the left.
what?
Another one.
Did you have communications with?
This is another time she does. It's something's up with this. We're not stupid here. Watch.
Another one.
It's how she takes it, sticks it up, and then twists it. You see that? And then she twists it.
Did you have
and then holds it there,
communications with
and then
Mr.
wipes
Depp
her nose
about
with her
auditioning
finger.
for another role?
Okay, she's using a Kleenex to do whatever. Supposedly wipe her nose, but the minute she takes the Kleenex away, she wipes her nose with her
Depp
hand.
about auditioning for another role in this time frame.
Something's weird about
A
that.
few moments later.
I don't know if I came back down in my nightgown at that point. This time he was holding a broken bottle to me. I honestly don't remember if and I believe that's most likely when we got kind of in this, so the paint, my canvases have been covered with what looked like just a painting that had, this one was,
Eyes are everywhere,
and passed out in the
fluttering.
bathroom.
And then what
with
is
the door
that? What was that? What was that? Teeth stuck out. What's this?
This one was, and passed out in the bathroom.
What is that?
With the door locked. Dr. Kipper and...
Stop it.
Something is off. I'm telling you, something does not feel right about that whole scene. And there are so many people doing these reenactments.
I feel good. I did anal last night. Hard. And I live my life that way. I don't know. Is he breathing? Am I breathing? And I want to check. I want to check. And I reach out. And I touch his breath. I reach for it. And I accidentally beat the fucking shit out of him. That's no. And I'm taking care of his kids. And then all of a sudden he calls me in. He throws a porcupine up my vagina. And he's yelling at me, "You don't have tits. Grow a pair of tits." And I'm thinking, I'm a woman. Tell the world, Johnny. Tell them how I beat the fucking shit. And he's coming at me. And then I'm coming at him. We're coming. And then the SWAT team comes in. The SWAT team comes in. And then Aquaman's there. And I said, "What?" And I ask you, what do you think it's like to have to live your life without a taint? Because he took mine.
Oh my God.
And now I'm a part of a support group for people who don't have taints.
I mean, people are just, oh my God. All right, and lastly, I'll throw this one in here just to remind you of how she acted 3 months, not even 3 months after she went, she filed for divorce, and the TRO, this is her face. This is paused at a great portion. I did a video on this a couple of days ago where I said she's had plenty of time to perfect her role. I did a little bit more on this, but like, just remember, this is how she acted when she was talking about it. So supposedly less than 3 months after it happened. Remember, she went through their agent that used to be both of their agents to set up a secret meeting with him. She tried to hug him and met him in a hotel. Well, first she met him in a house. They sit there and talked there for a while. Then when the guy said he was coming back home because he had left and wasn't home, Johnny went to his hotel room, I think San Francisco. She goes there, and then she tries to hug him. He's like, "What are you doing?" I could play that audio as well. I'll do that in the next video. And then she's like, tries to ask him if she can go lay in his bed. She tries to convince him to come get in the bed with her. Okay, so this person that's acting like this on the stand 6 years later got him to break a TRO to come see her, and then she tried to convince him to get in bed and snuggle with her. Remember that. Let me make sure. Yep. Okay. So remember this.
She didn't know this video was going to be public.
You ever punch Johnny Depp with a closed fist in the history of your relationship with
Johnny was hitting me, and he was hitting me hard and repeatedly, and I was screaming. He makes this motion. I just remember this struggle we had before All we had was a little bit of separation, and my sister runs down the stairs.
Ms. Heard, I must interrupt you. Ask you a yes or no question.
Withdraw your question then, because
Ms.
she's
Heard,
answered.
have you ever hit Johnny Depp?
He was about to push my sister down the stairs. Whitney, my sister, all of a sudden put herself in between Johnny and I. I am protective over my baby sister. When he laid hands on her, I don't know what I did. All of a sudden I was there, I was trying to get Johnny to stop. Her back was to the staircase. But I know I jumped in between the actions that I saw could lead to a fatal injury to my sister. She was standing on the top of a flight of the stairs, and she has never hurt anyone in her life, and she does not deserve to be pushed down the flight of stairs. Johnny swings at her, and I just see my little sister with her back her back to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I don't even wait.
Now, I'm going to back this up a little bit because I want to remind you what Travis, the security guy, said happened this day. That it was actually, he's the one that got in between her, Amber Heard, and Johnny Depp. And his back was to her, and he was telling Johnny they needed to get out of there because her and Whitney had come back in, and it was irate, and she was yelling at Johnny. Amber was yelling at Johnny. That's why he stood in between him, because he'd already watched her throw a Red Bull can at him and then throw a purse, some kind of like purse-like thing at him, and block that. But like, so he'd already watched him get hit, and so he's standing there saying, "We're watching it escalate," standing between them, and she, Amber Heard, punches Johnny in the face. She goes over Travis's shoulder as he's standing in between him and punches him in the face. That's what he's testified to. Now listen to her talk about this shit. Okay.
Her back to the staircase, and Johnny swings at her, and I don't even wait for, and it looked like she was about to be. And I would have done what anybody who has a child or a sister would have done. I acted defensively in her life. I saw her standing on top of a flight of stairs and trying to interrupt a fight in between him and I. I don't hesitate, I don't wait, I just in my head instantly think of Kate Moss and the stairs. I don't know what part of my body I put in between me and him and her. But I would have done anything. I would have done anything to prevent her from being pushed down a flight of stairs. And I swung at him. In all of my relationship to date with Johnny, I hadn't landed a blow.
Yeah. Yeah. Except we have all the audio recording of you admitting to hitting him in the bathroom incident. Remember, this is the incident that happened when her and her sister were there. The other incident that happened whenever the recording is of him in the bathroom, he was taking a shower and she come beating on the door. And that's when she kicked the door into his head and then punched him. That's on audio recording. She's admitting to punching him on that one. And then this testimony, she said she's never hit him until that day. So, like, come on, man. I mean, I can't believe I just said that phrase, but whatever. But like, you know, it's I cannot wait to watch her cross-examination, because I think she's going to fall apart. Because she, and like in this one, she had an attorney sitting right here, and he constantly was touching her arm. He even got mad at her at one point because she said no, and he was like, "You have to wait till I object. You have to let me object." He objected to every question that was asked of her, by the way. But I think when she's up there and she doesn't have the opportunity to show a candy bar, like you see this right here, that's a little gray kind of looking wrapper. That's some kind of, I don't know, power bar or chocolate bar or something. She kept shoving in her mouth when she was asked about hitting him. And she's not going to have that in Virginia. She's going to be cross-examined by Johnny Depp's team, and she's not going to have a lawyer sitting here right next to her to touch her arm. She's not going to get 40 million objections that a judge is going to just allow to keep happening. That's the problem when you lie and when you make up so many stories. We've all seen these audio recordings. We've all witnessed how many times she's backpedaled and changed her stories. You don't think they know? You don't think they have all these audio recordings? If you think we've heard audio recordings, I don't think we've heard anything yet till we see Depp's side I think they're going to play plenty for her. And there's more that I could play for you guys that highlight some of this. I just don't want to oversaturate you because so many people are covering it again. That, you know, again, I've followed this case for a long time. But there's a lot that could be said. I'm still pulling stuff about, you know, sister, stuff like that. That's pretty interesting. But yep, that's just some I could gather of the last 3 days. And if you have guys find any more, please don't hesitate to link them to me or send them to me on Twitter, whatever, because there's some people doing some really, really funny stuff out there. And if we can get them all in, you know, 1 or 2 videos, that'd be great. Hope you enjoyed this. If you did, give me a like, sub to the channel. Lord help me get to 1,000. You know, still trying to get there. It's like the train that's just sitting there spinning on the tracks. That's what I feel sometimes. All right, with that, man, y'all have a good rest of your day. And hey, we got this week off from this trial. I was given time to kind of put some other stuff together. So I'll see you in the next video. Y'all have a good one.